If you've seen my previous videos, it's clear that I'm on this journey of self-discovery, looking for things that'll change my life, make me better, make life better. Last year opened me up to a lot of things that I've never acknowledged before. I got to know the person that I am and who I've been the past couple of years. And to be honest with you, I didn't exactly like the person I had become. When I was younger, I had these big dreams. I always knew I was going to be someone important, and I had insane levels of confidence, very often bordering on the line of arrogance, but I believed in myself. And over the years, that started to change, and I lost myself. All the money I had made over the past few years was gone, and I was in quite a bit of debt. I made progress in my career, but I completely forgot about all the other passions I had in life. I'd become lazy, uninterested, and self-conscious. And I would basically just sit around and wait for things to happen. I was lost. Over the years, I've been overly interested in self-help books and learning about human psychology and human behavior and how to perform better as a human. I know so much about dieting and exercising, sleeping, brain optimization, all these things, but I was still behaving like the same 16-year-old who had no direction in life. A day in the life would be me smoking cigarettes all day or phoning up friends every night to go drinking, spending money like there's no tomorrow and eating pizzas and burgers and anything that's unhealthy. And that was the plan every day. There was no sense of direction or plan to become the person that I thought I would be at this stage. Over the years, there's been multiple attempts to try and turn things around. I think I've tried to quit smoking maybe 20 to 30 times before finally kicking the habit. I've tried to pay off my credit card multiple times, only to spend more money on it the next month. I've had more morning routines that I can count, and obviously there's a trend. I could never follow through with anything. Here's what I realized. You can try and read all the books you want and listen to the podcast and ask advice from friends. But if you're not entirely ready to change, you won't. See, changing habits that have been formed over so many years will take time to be set right, and it's not easy. I would always start, and if I didn't see change within a couple of days, I'd give up. It never occurred to me that you can't fix years of damage within 1 or 2 hours. And also, what's the point of changing if it's just easier to go on as you were? Today I feel like for the first time I'm actually succeeding. I'm actively changing my life as we speak. And it's different from all the other attempts. And I think it's because I changed my approach. I think our problem is that we act from an impulse. You might feel like I want to change something, so you start reading articles about it, and then you decide the next morning I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. because this is going to change my life. But then 3 days later you're feeling tired and irritated and you start losing motivation. So you just fall back into your normal routine. The way you approach change is super important. The first step for me was I had to sit down and be honest with myself. So I started writing down all of the things I believed to be my shortcomings, the things that I didn't really like about myself, the things that I thought were holding me back, the reasons why I wasn't succeeding and progressing closer to my goals. And I had to realize I didn't even have any goals. When I saw all of this out in the open, it was overwhelming. And immediately I started thinking of all these radical ideas of how I could instantly change my life. But for about a week, I fell into a deeper depression because it felt like it was just too much to handle, just too much to change. And then luckily, eventually, something clicked. 1%. What if I could just be 1% better every single day? Just a little bit better than I was yesterday. That's not too radical, right? So I started journaling a bit, and I would write down something that I wanted to improve on every single day. And it was small things, maybe smoke 1 less cigarette a day, or spend 5 minutes less on social media, or take 5 minutes a day just to think and visualize about your future. Whatever it is to feel like you are making a difference. Because when you've been on a losing streak for so long, all you need are a couple of wins, small wins, just to put you back on track. We are so impatient and we think that change needs to happen immediately, without even considering what the compound effect of our actions will be. Consistent effort over time will lead to big results. But to see the bigger picture, you need to have a plan. Very rarely do great things happen without planning. Look at where you are now and decide where you want to be in maybe a week or month. What are the steps that you can take to get there? What does the road look like to get from where you are now to that place or that person? I decided I wanted to quit smoking permanently. But instead of smoking a last one and throwing the pack out like I usually did, I set a date for myself in a month's time. So I had the next month to mentally prepare myself and read up about how I can effectively quit. The night before this day, I was busy partying and drinking, smoking heavily, and we got to about 5 to 12 and my friend's like, okay, you need to stop now, you need to stop now. Started smoking a last cigarette, and when the clock hit 12, I took it out of my mouth, I killed it, and it's been a year since I last smoked a cigarette. If you remember from earlier in the video, I've tried to quit multiple times without any success. But this time it worked. Having a clear description of what you want or need to change in your life and then making a plan for how that can happen is how you will change your life. A plan helps you to concentrate that 1% of effort every day towards changing. And over time, you will successfully reach the goals that you set out for yourself. Here's the truth. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I've come a long way from where I started. And now I know where I'm heading. Just be patient, be honest, and be consistent. Just be 1% better every single day. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Just to let you know, I'll be switching up the content a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.